PizzaLover actually is bringing any shields. They bring one, two. We don't have a front line, guys. LysRoyal bringing 1, 2, 3,
Well,
4, 5 shields. So like the front line is going to be a little bit more favored towards LysRoyal, but hopefully the Cavs.
I may not know a lot about Conqueror's Blade, but I do know a lot about Smite. And you always need a front line.
Yeah,
There's no front line.
yeah, there is a very lacking of front line from PizzaLovers, which is
Especially, I feel like if you're trying to siege, right? Like you need something to kind of take the hits as you're walking in.
yeah.
So
You need something to just soak up that initial burst damage from everything coming in. As our engagement comes in, it does look like red team, aka I don't fucking remember who. I believe Denitex is LYS. Where's Denitex? Denitex is on blue. Yeah, I got it right.
I think
I don't fucking know. They don't have the side names here. I'm gonna try to figure that out before we get into our first engagement here. I hope I got them in the right area, but it's gonna be very hard in my to move things. It's okay. LysRoyal is red, so we do have LysRoyal on the red side. PizzaLover's on blue. We do have a fight.
I've seen some unit drop.
Oh, the chariot meets the chariot!
Oh.
Oh, insane duel coming out, and he leaves. Realizing there's nothing really I can do against another chariot player, he just leaves and says, whatever.
I respect his determination.
I was just trying to do a little bit of an ego duel of a chariot. Unfortunately, chariot does not do enough damage to itself.
I see someone else is riding on the back of the chariot. Is that?
Yeah, that is.
Is there like a benefit for like?
That is the person who brought the chariot. We do have the chariot going into the Kevtul here. The Kevtul will kill this guy's chariot, only losing 1 Kevtul in that exchange, and he will get DB ulted and surrounded, immediately going down. I hate to see that on the side of LysRoyal there, I believe that was. As we have a fight going in here, a little skirmish here. Looks like PizzaLovers was not informed of this fight going on, as they are very slow to rotate. But they do slowly make it over here. A lot of Cav has died for the cause, though. Because now the shields meet the shields. As we go into this engagement, Lao's trying to go into a flank, but they are caught by the immense Arbalist and the Modao. The side of PizzaLovers will get the point as they do fight over this supply. Chariot goes
We're already
in,
starting to see a big
gets some value, got slowed by the Modaos. This is looking very in favor for the blue team. I'm not saying names anymore because I'm going to keep forgetting. This is looking very in favor of blue. But red is slowly going on. They still have some Spartans, a Reaper unit in there, Modao, but it's very lackluster as the chariot now gets back onto his chariot, cruising around, doing some damage, runs into the front of Spartans, which is a little bit questionable. Spartan will do some good damage, even though they are a shield unit. We're going to look around, see what else is happening. Doesn't look like anything is really happening. There is a little skirmish there happening at the B point, as they still have fights over this supply. There's just fights everywhere. It's going to be really hard to keep track. Chariot player! Into the back of these Liaos. It does look like red will be able to recapture this supply, as now blue is is now at 800 to 1400 point differential. So red has to do some serious work here to try to catch this back up. LysRoyal looking very weak.
Continuously losing.
Yeah, let's go in. The unit trade is still fairly even, but chariot player dancing. 2 chariot players! 2 chariots! They will dismount the dual blade. There are some dagger axe trying to come through, but there's not that many dagger axe, so that's scary. Chariot! He doesn't do drifting, sick drifts on him, unfortunate, but he will get out. The dual blade does escape from the wrath of the chariot. We'll look at a quick summary of deaths here. It seems like one person on the side of Red LysRoyal is down to their last life, having 2 deaths. Chariot player going in on these Couteliers, I believe that is. As we go in, I want to see the doctrines on that. Ooh, not fully doctrine chariots. Unfortunate. What about this guy? Oh yeah, we got fully doctrine chariot now. That's over here. We have 1 person on their last life. So both teams have 1 person on their last life. Red now making it a little touch, a little bit of a comeback now, being able to triple cap. But blue is back up here at the A point. As a skirmish happens at that C point, but I don't think anything will happen over there. We're going to go over the fight here. I do remember blue not having that many shields, so they do not have the front line to really engage into this Spartan. So this will be really hard for blue to get back as they just get ran at by Spartans. Really no front line, but the Spartans are going in by themselves, not really having any follow-up DPS, as they will get actually surrounded and killed, as Red is not able to support their front line anymore. Blue has the Vipers in there as well doing damage, as now it is down to, we still have an ISG trying to hold back the onslaught of the blue players, but it's fairly even. Those look like blue will be able to win out here. Right now, it's huge cavalry into the side of blue there. Will die out, but that probably got like a good 20 unit kills there, but did go into anti-cav, so it might have not got as much as it visually showed. As we go in, it's getting very close here, down to 400 versus 650 points. As we go still into this fight, another fight here at the supply. Red tried to hold on to it, but it will lose his life trying to hold. Now we're down to 300 versus 600. It's looking very scary for the red team. This has been a very fast Wuqing Plains.
This is like been 5 minutes and both teams are dangerously low on resources.
And we are very low on points. It looks like Layla is going to get ran at. Unfortunately, their Modals will probably die to the Demence Arbalist over there. A little bit too far out of range, so... no, they turn around, so they will possibly fall to the Arbalist. Unfortunately, just out of position, range first, a unit that has no shield. Range is going to win it. Especially at that range. Oh, it fights again. The chariot into the backs of the Wuqing pikemen, slamming them straight into their team there. Great play by Keel. As we have another engagement going into this B point. A lot of just anti-cav versus anti-cav. Not really any shields here. We do have a zealot player going in. Does get hit by a cannon, it looks like. Or some explosive. As now we have the Coutelier charge into the Rattan Viper. Insane value there, removing a lot of DPS on the side of red. As we get closer, it's 200 versus 400 points. Red having a
only
double
got that
cap.
200 deficit.
Yeah, very close here. Chariot going around flanking. We do have an AFK Modal on supply. Blue will capture B, but we are very low on points. 164 versus 347. To go in, it's... Where are we gonna fight here? Red has to keep the double capture down to 120 versus 284. Blue is 70 versus 280. Red's looking very close there. They need to capture a point, but it does not look like they have anybody in place to capture a point. as they try to bring the Arbalist to clear out B point, but it is just going to be too little, too late. The Arbalist is really far back there, probably won't be able to get the full damage that they need to.
16,
Well,
14.
8, 6, 4, 2, and that will be the game. Blue wins, which I believe was the side of LysRoyal. Victory the Den attacks. So let me just make sure I got that right. No, Pizza Lovers.
So Pizza Lovers came in. We saw a surprising win from Pizza Lovers in the start to a surprising loss. A surprising loss from Pizza Lovers in the start to a very swift win in the second round. Looks like Pizza Lovers just really came and dominated that Wuqing Plains.
Yes.
It got a little closer in the end, but they really controlled kind of the front and the back half of that map.
Will be a Pizza Lovers win the very close matches. That first match, really, these matches went very one-sided. It was incredible to watch, seeing both matches be played. I was impressed by Pizza Lovers and their attack on Reginopolis. That speed was insane. Was just insane by them. As going to the stats here, LysRoyal have a Traber Trust Fort MVP 32 and 103. Pretty valid, killing a lot of models. Side of Pizza Lovers having Kuma as their MVP, but I believe it might be actually Su Liang here getting MVP as well. Our stats screen's a little wonky. The craziest post battle, so someone can look at this graph and tell me there's amazing stats here. I don't see the amazing stats. I see fairly even on kills and deaths all around, but you can see here on the death count that LysRoyal was just losing engagements most of the time, only then at the end kind of getting it back, but at that point it was just too little too late. The battle was so fast, they just did not have the time to recover from that intense situation. Oh. As now we will be ended this. My game crashed again.